Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello everybody.
Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this.
He's having a hit! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Bullet certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Now it's Drogba. He shifted it to the flank. And he welcomes it in. Drogba! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Great defending, strong and determined. Trinidad and Tobago have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Sane.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nunez has it out wide and in space. Cleared away. Referee's given a throw. Darwin. Oh, important interception. Vidal. Mbappe is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Oh, perfectly measured that. And Hullet! It's in! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
After 26 minutes is number 15, Ruud Hullet.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Almost half an hour in now.
Democratic Republic of Congo definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, another...
Decent chance! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a good run down the left. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well-timed, excellent interception. It's not an especially good pass, that. That's destined for the flank. He's through here. Showing good feet. Tries a shot!
There will be 1 minute at a
time. Crossbar! And that brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. reflections on the first half?
I'd like
Well, I'm
to
a
draw
little
your
bit worried
attention
for
to the
them
screen
and the
right
way
now
they've
for
looked
information on
in
our shuttle bus
transitions,
service.
Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Trinidad and Tobago leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. Away we go again.
Trinidad and Tobago definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Drogba did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Turan, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Vieira. Kimmich makes the interception. So what can they make of this? He's a sharp little ball here. Drogba! That was superb goalkeeping.
Drogba actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Democratic Republic of Congo with the corner. They're first. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Trinidad and Tobago have the chance to go the other way. Tries to play it through. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Gerrard. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Tries one from range.
Substitution for Democratic Republic of Congo.
Democratic Republic of Congo have their
Drogba.
second corner now.
Number 11, Darwin Núñez. Number 20, Mbappe. Number 19, Sane. Coming on the field,
Chiellini
number
can get it
18,
clear.
Dembele.
And a shot!
Number 21,
And that is doing no harm at
Number
all.
26,
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass
Number
might have been a
10,
better option there.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Substitution.
Just eases him off the ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Gerrard really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Hakimi gets a foot in here.
Trinidad and Tobago surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Kimmich, and it's played in. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Kimmich. Kimmich's cross. Oh, shooting chance! No, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
Ronaldo might just make this. And that was asking for too much.
Trinidad and Tobago really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Chiellini gets it away into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. That's at the end. Trinidad and Tobago have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Trinidad and Tobago.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running.
Well, I have a feeling that Shinji Kagawa will be key today, Peter.
He should feel good about himself as well. Fabulous applause as he came out of the tunnel. Mind you, great expectations as well.
Well, he's very good both on and off the ball, so he'll be constantly looking for space in and around the area to find a telling pass or two, or making those intelligent runs to get on the end of it.
Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And this is Pirlo. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. He's had a shot! He's delivered all right! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
12 minutes is number 15, Ruud Gullit.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Knocks it into space. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Pelé. Great vision. It's Neymar! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Trinidad and Tobago with the corner. They're first.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Oh, good-looking ball. Pull it, and here's Pirlo. Can he get on the end of this? Koulibaly is there. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's shifting through the gears here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Vinicius Junior. He's picked his way through, and that's played. Big chance! No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Nesta. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Hakimi. Vinicius Junior. Maldini. Nesta. Gerrard. Aims beyond the defence.
2 added minutes has
Threads
been
one in.
indicated.
Over to the right flank. Olise. And that is headed for the middle. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Trinidad and Tobago firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. So the action resumes. Nesta. Maldini is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. Van Dijk. Maldini. And it's Nesta. He's got away. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Trinidad and Tobago with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Olise looking for options for movement. He's a sharp little ball here. Thuram. Gattuso is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. It's Pirlo. Spread it left. Nesta. And that is a little undercooked. Kagawa going face-to-face with his great rival. Gerrard stood his ground strongly. It's run loose here. Pull it. Pirlo. He's looking wide. And he's in on goal! Pullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's a cute ball. Nicely worked. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Olise. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Pirlo, spread to the right. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe! Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Oh, super find. Kimmich. Pirlo. Tries to play it through. And he's intervened well there. Real chance here. Shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Substitution for Democratic Republic of Congo. Number 26.
So here comes the substitution.
Number
3-0
15,
and things are starting to look
Mbappe.
awfully cosy.
Number 18.
Pirlo spots
Olise.
it and intercepts.
Number 9. Vinicius Junior. Coming on the field.
Van Dijk. So that's it. It is all over. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Pullet claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Train departure times from
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of
Hello,
a match that
everybody,
will
and
really
welcome
get the
to
juices
today's
flowing.
match.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
De Ligt attempts a clearance. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's a good ball out wide. That's a sharp pass. Goes for a shot! Vieira. And it's Azar. He's got away. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Shevchenko. He has found the way through. Pass is just off target.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Trinidad and Tobago yet to have an attempt on goal. Hazard. So much time and space here. Threatening run, but a measured piece of goalkeeping.
Well, his positioning was just spot on, and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Konate, always a very imposing presence at the back, and that was asking for too much. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look...
Oh no, this does not look good. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Turan. Vidal. And it's Cruyff. 5 minutes till the break. It's Pele! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Lahm. Messi. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Berbatov. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over
Fellow
here.
attendees, this is a
So
lost
neither side
children's
has found a way
announcement.
through yet.
With the
It's
father
not a
of boy
bad game
in
by any
yellow
means, Peter,
t-shirt
but it
kindly
definitely
make
needs
his
an
way to the
injection of
information
some
centre.
invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And here is the first touch of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Shevchenko simply can't escape his critics. He deserves an earful after that.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Cruyff. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Cruyff. It's a goal kick. He's shifting through the gears here. They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, good-looking ball. Lahm really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
He's had it taken off him. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And it's Vieira. He's found a way through. Shot at goal! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Lahm. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Ødegaard, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Ødegaard, spread out to the left. And he lines up a cross. That has been knocked clear. He's going for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
McAllister really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Hazard.
And we have
Number
our very
20,
first corner.
Pele. Number 24. Coming on the field. Number 11.
There's the clearance.
Number 21. Cristiano
Mbappe!
Ronaldo. Number 8.
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Chiellini tries to clear. Tries one from range. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? De Ligt getting this one clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And the shot! It's hit the crossbar. And that's a good-looking ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Can he finish? He lifts the roof! Well, would you believe that? And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Cruzeiro look like they've won it, but it's not over. And that signals the end. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick reminder to
Your
let
reflections
you know
then, Jim.
Well, I have to say the front line made very little impression, Peter, and there's a genuine worry that losing like this can be quite confidence-sapping. I just hope that the fallout from this won't have any long-term effects on them now.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match
and
that will
welcome to
really get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit to either attack or defence. The three at the back and the double pivot, as well as the three at...
That could spell trouble. Looking for options for movement. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. That's put paid to the danger. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Howson trying to keep this. Tries a shot! It's bounced back off the post. And that's played in low. Hazard! He's scored! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all.
Goal!
Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
After 12 minutes is number 6, Eden Hazard.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he's had it nicked away. Pelé. Oh, this looks sharp. Great ball, and he's in here, and he shoots! Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Trinidad and Tobago are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's given the time to pick a pass. Looking for the run. The ball goes in.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Erdegaard. Trinidad and Tobago have the chance to go the other way. Hazard, he's picked his way through. Oh, shooting chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're threatening to fly away here. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
A case now of complete control. Plays a sharp little ball here. Pelé is wide and looking to get onto this. And it's claimed by the keeper. Lahm. And it's Rijkaard. Now Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Erdegaard. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Cruyff. Pull it. And he welcomes it in, shoots! Oh, good finish! They are purring, truly purring! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that pass isn't the best. Danny Olmo scooting forward. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And it's half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Trinidad and Tobago are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already.
Substitution for Cruzeiro. Number 11, Mbappe. Coming on to replace him.
So the action resumes.
Number 8, Bellingham.
Nesta, always a very imposing presence at the back. Chiellini. Nesta. Chiellini. And this is Pele! Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, he's got a sight of goal. There's the shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Trinidad and Tobago presented with a golden opportunity here. This further to improve their cause. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Goal! After 56 minutes is number
Trinidad
20,
and Tobago are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Vieira.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
And they're back on the ball again. Looking to play him in. Now it's Pele. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Berbatov. And it's Ødegaard. Lahm. Oh, well played.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
McAllister. And this is Berbatov.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Tries from a long way out. Cruyff. Thuram. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Hazard. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Probing pass. Hullet. Konate. No, again there's no way through. And it's Lam. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And he has been fouled there. Great chance here from position A1. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Odegaard! And he's spooned it over the bar. Goes long and straight. That has been cut short. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's a key interception. Bellingham. And it's McAllister. Over to the right flank. Ball's gone out of play. And he's intervened well there. And time is up. Trinidad and Tobago, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now.
Just a quick
Pele taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening
Hello,
here.
everybody,
A clear
and
night,
welcome to
all the
today's
ingredients
match.
for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through.
Pele! Brilliant from Pele!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that pass just didn't quite work. Trinidad and Tobago leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Pirlo. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, they could break here. And the pass is intercepted. Guti. Can he latch on to this? Thuram. Cruyff providing an outlet on that flank. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pele. And it's Neymar. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Out towards the flank. Didn't quite work for him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's forced to go back. Nesta. He's shifting through the gears here. Nedved. He's picked his way through.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Pirlo. Now it's Hazard. Tries to play it through. Pele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Trinidad and Tobago coming in at half-time, leading by 1 goal to nil.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Trinidad and Tobago just about ahead, 1-0 at the break.
Substitution for Flamengo. Number 13, Kukchu. Coming on the field.
Down to business
is
again.
Number 17.
Trinidad and
Musiala.
Tobago currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Gattuso. Nesta, always a very imposing presence at the back. That could spell trouble. Oh, now he's on his own! And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Pirlo. Gattuso is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's Nesta. Pelé, and this is Pelé! And that was very necessary, and claimed it back swiftly. And here's Cruyff. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Pirlo is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Looking for options for movement. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Pirlo. And here's Azar. He's free, he has got space. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He is just caressing the ball. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Neymar running with intent. It's Neymar! Incredible! Just incredible! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
The goal scorer after 78 minutes is number 7, Neymar! Substitution for Flamengo, number 21, El Hadj Diouf.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
number
Ibrahimovic
9,
getting the call here
Ibrahimovic.
in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Trinidad and Tobago are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Oh, what has happened here? And he's straight offside.
Substitution for Flamengo, number 4, Marquinhos. Coming on the field is number 12, Mateus.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Great vision. He has a look up. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stops.
Pirlo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Thuram spots it and intercepts. And that's that. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Pelé voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Security staff for each block. Please
How would you
report
sum
to the
up what
staff
we've
room
witnessed, Jim?
immediately.
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.